Breaking right now at 11, cleaning up Kensington. Just a few hours ago, teams of city workers fanned out in every corner to start clearing the trash, clearing the debris from the neighborhood streets there. Police then moved in right after to remove dozens of people who call these streets home. Good morning once again. I'm NBC 10's Lucy Bustamante. All of what you just saw is part of Mayor Sherelle Parker's effort to clear out the open-air drug market. NBC 10's Siobhan McGurl, she's live along Kensington Avenue with a closer look at the cleanup efforts. And Siobhan, you were there for it this morning. What did you see?
Lucy, well, I'll tell you right now, this 2-block stretch along Kensington Ave, it looks much different right now than it did even just a few hours ago. The 7 or so tents that lined the sidewalks, they're gone, and so are the people who lived inside them. A view of a clean street now, and the city tells us there were no incidents this morning as the work happened. But here in the community, there are still a lot of questions about how the city went about this. The plan was for work to begin at 8:30 this morning with teams of city outreach workers and street cleaners. But by the time we arrived just after 7, most of the people who were living here were already gone, and the cleaning was well underway. We just heard from the city's public safety director. He said that when this morning's rain moved in and police arrived to block off the road, people started leaving. A handful were connected to treatment today. Others dispersed to the surrounding area, according to people who were here. Within a few hours, the transformation to this main drag in Kensington was noticeable. We spoke with a woman who lives just around the corner.
I think this is a good start because they get the area clean. The kids won't be scared of passing through here, going to school, see needles on the floor, drugs, there's crime going on. Like, I think that once they do this, I think they should keep up with it.
Now, the city says by law with this encampment resolution, if anyone comes and does try to set up any tents within 72 hours, they will be taken down immediately. In the last 30 days since the city gave notice, they say their outreach workers have now connected 36 people who are living here with services, and those outreach workers are still here right now, continuing that work, hoping to get in touch with more people. In Kensington, I'm Siobhan McGurl, NBC 10 News. Lucy, we'll send it back to you.
Well, all right, Siobhan, thank you for the update there live in Kensington. People who live and work along Kensington Avenue, they say that this cleanup effort has been a long time coming. Still, there are mixed feelings about how the city is reacting. NBC 10's Miguel Martinez-Valle live with the community reaction. What are you hearing, Miguel?
Yeah, we've been speaking to neighbors, but also community activists and outreach programs all morning, and some are happy with the cleaning that they're seeing, but others are concerned that this is going to be temporary, that people are either going to disperse to the side streets, small side streets, or to simply come back once the police tape is taken down. You can see right here, we are on F Street and Kensington Ave. The street is still closed. Police making sure that people don't walk through as crews finish up their cleaning process. Now, the city says they've had teams reaching out, offering services for weeks before today's actions. We spoke to some people who were out here this morning as police teams started to move in the area. Take a look at that video. Now, this is video we got from a neighbor of when police started moving into the area. You can see some of the legal observers that were out here were kind of pushed around with bikes out of the way. This as police started clearing out the encampments. Again, as Siobhan said, officials said today that by the time that they arrived, most people had already left the area. Now, shortly after this started, street sweepers and cleanup crews, they filled the area. This as groups like Rock Ministries walked around, offering people rides to centers where they can get treatment. Officials told us they estimated around 70 people would be displaced. And right now we're hearing that dozens of people throughout the last few weeks have accepted the help that the city is offering. We spoke to workers out here this morning. Some are concerned this won't solve the issue, but others are hopeful.
That this is going to be a reoccurring thing, the same thing that happened 6 years ago on Gurney Street, where, you know, folks are saying there's beds, but there's not enough beds for the amount of people that we have here in Kensington.
I have a lot of faith and a lot of hope that this is just a stepping stone and it's going to continue, and the city of Philadelphia is going to come back up to where it has to be.
And of course, we are trying to figure out exactly what the long-term plan looks like here in Kensington. We will be out here all day continuing our coverage. For now, I'll send it back to you. I'm Miguel Martinez by NBC 10 News.
That's absolutely key. Miguel Martinez, thank you so much for the update. Stay with NBC 10 News on air and online, of course, for breaking developments on the city's Kensington cleanup effort. We're going to have complete coverage on the relocation effort for 36 people so far that is starting this afternoon on NBC 10 News at 4 p.m.
Happening now, one day after the Kensington clear out, we're getting a closer look at the neighborhood. The homeless encampment, known across the nation for its heavy drug use, is no longer where it once was. Plenty of police out there today. Jeff, you were out there yesterday. Now today, give us an idea on what you saw.
Well, so we're right on Kensington Avenue right now. This is K&A. So, 2 days ago, you'd have had tents here. You'd have had makeshift housing. This is where people were. This is where people were openly using narcotics. That is not the case. As you can see right now, people moving along the sidewalks, cars, traffic, things are happening here. But the action, I must tell you, has moved to the side streets. One day after the city clears the encampment along the 3100 block of Kensington Avenue, barricades stand in front of open businesses and pedestrians are on sidewalks. Noor Hussan has sold clothing and jewelry here since 2007. Will it stay like this, do you think?
Stay like this is, I hope to stay like this is good for us.
Good for business.
Good for business, yes.
Bike cops trying to hold the block, keep loiterers moving as traffic flows, while some are overjoyed. You feel it's a different place, a better place.
It's a beautiful, I'm shocked. I'm very, very excited and shocked. So thank you, city, hallelujah.
But around the corner on Allegheny Ave, little has changed. A church group has come for its twice-weekly feeding.
Preparations should have been made for the people ahead of time, that they should have had a place to go before this took place, and now they're coming here, they're just turned the corner.
Street drugs are openly used. Are you using? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm using fentanyl and trink.
And many, pushed from the encampment, have moved to side streets. Clearing the encampment, was that good or bad?
Bad, because it's the same thing would happen when they did the tent cities. They'll kick us out, but they'll just migrate to another block.
This woman in her 40s from Delaware County wants to go home.
I'm in Kensington, Allegheny. I miss you guys, and I want to find you guys. I want to get clean, I want to get sober, and I want your help, and I love you guys so very much.
And for those with no place to go, they must keep moving.
Police are moving people or asking people they have to move along. And when the folks in the street are asking, where are the outreach workers, I want to check in, oh, we don't know, but you have to move along.
Now, Roz Pichardo certainly says that she has not seen an aggressive social services push by the city of Philadelphia. A spokesperson for Mayor Parker says some 59 people have received some service in the 4 weeks leading up to the events yesterday, including 31 yesterday. Live here on Kensington Ave, now open and operating. Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News. Folks.
So, Jeff, you mentioned all of those folks who had been helped out leading up to yesterday's clearing out. Right now, those folks who moved around the corner, no solutions for them at this point?
Oh, I don't think so yet. Listen, it is hard to describe. We certainly hoped that we were doing it in the pieces that we were reporting here. But the problem here is huge. The open drug use is substantial, and the kind of wounds that people have are also severe. We did not see, I must tell you, we did not see representatives from the city working in a social service capacity today. Certainly not where we are. The city says that they are here. We did not see them today. 59, they say, have been helped. 31 yesterday. There were hundreds of people on the street here.
Hello, welcome to episode 90 of Just My Opinion. And this one I'm entitling Change. Due to the city of Philadelphia taking actions to clean up Kensington and Allegheny, and the whole Kensington area due to the efforts to combat the ongoing open-air drug problem in this area of the city. Mayor Sherrill Parker administration went to clear up people that had living on the sidewalks inside encampments, tents encampments at Kensington and Allegheny. Within 30 days, the encampment resolution plan that ended on Wednesday, May 8th. On May 8th, the city outreach team was telling people they would have to remove their tents and structures from the sidewalk. A road closure will be in place from East Orleans Street to Allegheny Street, Wednesday from 8 to 3. During the closure, drivers will be detouring on Frankfurt Ave and other nearby streets. Kensington has long been a section of Philadelphia that's been plagued by drug abuse, prostitution, and crime. I think this section of the city and this problem has long been ignored by several mayors. So I applaud Mayor Parker for trying to bring a solution and try to do something about this problem. She is the first mayor I can remember that has tried to tackle and to take this problem on, head on. This was long overdue. This was a part of the city that's been ignored much by the city. It was like lawless down there. These encampments have been, and people that's been living within these encampments has been notified to dismantle any tents or structures they pose a public health and safety hazard, which also disrupt the sidewalks and people be able to walk down the sidewalks. I think this is a change that's long overdue. This is something that the city had to tackle. I did a video called The Walking Dead on this subject. Within this video, I said if Mayor Parker wanted to be tough on crime, first thing she would have to do would be deal with Kensington. Well, she has tried, she's implemented plans to try to turn the area around. She's implementing a plan and trying to do something to bring forth progress and change in this area. I think the residents and the people that have businesses in this business area can rejoice. Many businesses have been forced to close. Many businesses that are open the road path and the walkway to their businesses have all been surrounded by drug addicts, laying and camping around their businesses. So if you want to purchase something or do business with that business, you're not going to go in there, because if you see drug addicts and needles, people leaning and nodding, you're like, fine, I'm not going there. I'll go somewhere else. I wish Mayor Parker all the best. I'm trying to bring forth change. Hopefully this change will be fruitful. Hopefully all the addicts can get themselves together and get the help that they need and deserve and kick the habits that they have. This is going to be a rather short episode, but like and share. Also comment if you want to the podcast. Thanks. Also, appreciate everything. Check out my new podcast, which is Hers and His. Right now, we're going through a little difficulties, but eventually we'll get it back on track. Please support that podcast too. Shout out to Abu Saeed Amin. He does the music for my outros and intros. Salute. Abu Saeed Amin. Anybody want to get in contact with him for any beats or anything? Abu Saeed Amin at Facebook, Instagram. Thank you.